Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host. I'm Sekouwrites, Rights, and I am a survivor. I had 2 strokes, the second of which was a hemorrhagic stroke. If 100 people caught that stroke today, 83 people would die within 4 weeks. So I feel blessed. That I'm one of the 17 people that have survived and walked away, and I'm still stepping over 2.5 years later. All right. That's what's up. So let's get Reverend Melissa on here, and let's start the show.
Hey.
Oh. My feed was telling me to thank the New Thought Media Network. We had to give them a shout out.
Yes.
Going over with the towel.
I just 2 minutes ago walked in the house from doing my walk. So I'm hyped. Let's go.
Did you do 3 point? Wait a minute.
I didn't have time this morning. I only did 1.59 miles.
But still, you did 3. What is it? 5K. A 5K.
I've done
3 days in a row.
4 days in a row.
4 days in a row. That's a lot. That's a lot. Bravo.
I started with a 5 miles, then
3
Ks, 4 days in a row.
Wow. Well, good looking on you. Yeah. So who's gonna do the disclaimer this time?
All right, listen here, folks. We are not financial advisors. We are not wealth advisors. However, we are prosperous.
Yes. Ashe. I love when you do it. You give it so much more fun. Yeah, so that's what we got, people. That's what we got. And we about to talk about money. Talk about money.
Where are we going today?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
So I watched your interview with the brother on Friday.
Alan Boomer?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. I love everything about it.
Well, I was trying not to talk about him. Because I was like, I've been talking about it too much. But we right back on it. Let's get it. What?
So, all right. So I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised by anything that he said. Like I knew what he was talking about. Okay. And what I loved about what he said was there's this saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Yes. I know where you're going. And I was saying the same thing via E.T., the hip hop preacher.
The
hip hop preacher saying, I can't get this far unless I've already gotten here. So
yes.
Same thing. Let's go.
So it's all good.
It's all good
because it's just another way of connecting the dots.
Yeah.
And when we're ready to go to the next level, then we move.
Yeah.
We move. Many times we like wallow in it. Yeah. Oh no, what did I do?
Right.
No.
Right.
Now we have more information and now we move differently.
Yes.
It's just a level up. That's all
up.
It is.
And a big step, but a step nonetheless. Who even knew that there was an up level to Charles Schwab? I didn't know.
Of course there is.
I didn't know.
There's an up level for everything. Look at nature. Nature shows us that I'm so in love with nature, y'all. I'm so in love with nature. Nature shows us that every day in every kind of way. Always leveling up, adjusting to the environment, not being stopped, not getting stuck.
Yeah.
transforming, evolving, connecting.
Right.
That was a connection. Look at the dots. You had to be at Charles Schwab.
I mean, come on. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, come on now. For me to be in that seat of all places, for me to be looking up of all places. And he said he told me that was an interview that he didn't even remember. He didn't even remember. It's because away from his usual things. He just happened to do it. He was like, well, oh yeah, I did do that. I was like, man, listen. He got me. And I also signed up with him for the personal consultation.
Yes.
I signed up for them and did the due on Monday.
All right.
Yeah, that was intense. That was intense.
So can you share with the people what you learned from that? Because sometimes people hear a free consultation, like, being a spiritual life coach. I say to people, give me a call if you want, if you want to connect, we could have a free consultation. And people don't take advantage of that.
Really?
No.
That's interesting.
I taught a class years ago, and it was probably about 15 people in the class. And I said at the end of the class, if you complete the class and you do all the things that are required, I will give you a free spiritual counseling session.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know, out of the 15 people, only one person? Only one person.
One person.
Yes.
Wow.
Only one person. So I think it's important, Sekou, for you to share. You could share.
Yeah.
You don't have to, go into the details of it, but share about that.
Let me tell you, because you saw it in the interview. If you saw, for those of you that saw it, you saw it happen to me during the interview, because I was expecting to talk about some basic stuff, some S&P 500, what is some stuff like that. And he started talking about fiduciary, and I was like, what? You saw it happen. And so I got caught up in that. And so he started talking about a free consultation, and I just skipped past that because I remember the amount of time it took for me to walk into Charles Schwab's office. Mm-hmm. The amount of time it took me to walk into Charles Schwab's office was expansive. I mean, expansive. I can think of all the times I walked by the building, all the times I looked in there. I was looking there on like Saturdays and Sundays when they're closed. I was looking there and like, I wonder what they're doing there. I wonder what, like, trying to get a hint from looking in the window. I wonder what they're doing here, right? I missed so much time. on just going in there and having a conversation and finding out that they're free, and that they're available to me. Like, so that's what did it. So as soon as I hung up, as soon as I ended the interview, I went online to figure out how I could do the consultation. And it was entirely free. Now, I am not anywhere near their qualifications because their minimum is $250,000. I mean, that's a big step, right? I'm nowhere near that, but I still took the consultation. And it was still helpful to me. It was still helpful, so extremely helpful. I was like, what? Like, that's why I'm not saying anything about it, because I'm still processing all the things they said to me. I'm like, I should do what now? I'm like, hold on a second. I just need a minute to get my mind together, right? So yeah, that was all right.
Yeah, and I just want to circle back to what you were saying about the amount of time it took you to actually go into Charles Schwab, and it took as long as it took. It didn't take any longer than that. The time that it took is the time that it took, and it didn't take any longer than that.
Yeah, and the next time I made it much faster.
That's right.
Much faster.
That practice.
Yeah.
Practice.
I will take anybody up on their free offer. What you got now? What you got now? What you got now? What you got? Okay, I'm gonna take advantage of all the things and sort them out.
Yes, I'm looking at with your fiance wrote in the comments.
The long one?
Because people
Okay.
are afraid. When we was talking about, when I was sharing that only one person took up my offer for a free consultation. Because people are afraid of the idea of being sold to also. Sometimes they feel that blighted to buy afterwards. Thirdly, many people lack vision for their own life. Moving in any direction can become crippling. Get out of your own way.
Get out of your own way.
Get out of your own way. And that idea of being sold to, if your favorite store said, we're going to give diamond earrings to the first 20 customers here, and you really love diamond earrings, guess what? More than likely, you would show up at that store, and more than likely, they would try to sell you other things. And more than likely, you would buy other things.
Right.
So it's like, it's a matter of priority and mindset, shifting our mindset and how we treat ourselves and how we view our own worth, our own worth. So, everything for me is symbolic of everything. So I loved that whole interaction. I loved how transparent you were with him. You didn't try to gloss it over and act like, I know, we ain't telling you was just like, I received. I was
like, give me some more, bro. Give me some more. I was like, what?
And that's so important for people to witness.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Okay. A learning moment, like in real time.
In real time.
In real time.
I've been getting very interesting feedback on this. One of my friends wrote that he wasn't surprised by the fact that a bank is going to sell the bank's things. And I was like, all right, I get that, but I didn't get that to the degree that Boomer talked about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, yeah, this is Charles Schwab. Yeah. But I didn't focus on it. And now I'm focused on it. And that's something that it's funny that he brought that up. Like, that he brought that up and someone else brought up another piece up, and different people brought up different pieces of the interview. That's like, it's very interesting what people said that's different.
Yeah. And even that, I thought about like when you go to one of the big box stores or kind of any store now, they have their own brand, along with the other brands. And this has happened many times. I at times can be attached to a certain brand.
Okay.
And like in my household growing up, you better not show up with anything but Heinz ketchup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Heinz ketchup is for real. That's a real one. You gotta get the real one.
Don't bring no Hunts up in here. Don't bring nothing generic. Right. So what stores do a lot of the time is when they have their own line of whatever. Let's say salad dressing. I don't know. That just popped in my head. And it popped in my head for a specific reason. So I like the specific brand of salad dressing. And then the supermarket started their own brand of salad dressings. And at some point, they stopped selling the brand of salad dressing that I really liked because they want you to now buy their brand. So they're not going to make the other selections. They're going to limit the other selections that they make readily available to you. Right. And I think it's like, that's just business, right? So I think if you go to any brokerage firm, they're going to sell some of their products. It might not be all of it, but they're going to sell some of their products. They might even have a edict to do so. And And that's business, you know?
Right.
It's totally understandable. I didn't take it as because someone else, one of my associate, let's say, was also watching it, and they had a totally different read on it.
Wait, was also watching what?
Watching your show with on, and I say, cool. Let me tell you something. You don't know. We don't know the people who watch our shows.
Wow.
We don't know.
No.
I was shocked when this person called me and said, "Did you watch Sekou's show on Friday?"
Wow, that's great.
I didn't know you watched the show.
Wow.
We've never talked about it. It's never come up. We have no money conversations.
That's cool. That's cool.
Right? It's very cool. But their read on it was negative. Let's just say that. Yes, it was negative. And because they read it as you being taken advantage of. That's how they read it.
Interesting. That I'm currently being taken advantage of?
Yes.
Okay.
By Charles Schwab.
Okay.
So I had no comments about this whatsoever. I was like, whatever. That's your opinion. And then I was like, I hung up the phone. I said, of course he had that read. He looks for the negative.
Wow.
So of course. So how the way that we are willing to receive information says a lot about our view of the world, of ourselves, it's just another extension. Yes.
I gotta jump in here.
Yes.
So I discovered this yesterday. I found, you know how sometimes we used to like make little short, like minute-long pieces of our shows. We used to put them up. And Fee does it for us now. Fee does it for both of us, right? But I used to do that back in the day, right? So I found a piece of me doing this way back in the day. So way before the stroke. And I put this little snippet about Cash App and how if you buy Cash App, make sure you don't buy a stock that has a dividend, because it's going to give you dividends. It's going to put it right in your basket, right? It's not going to go. It's not going to stay over there on the stock side. It's going to go over to your cash side, right? Anyway, I put that up. I mean, I'm telling you, this is old. Right? It's old. Yesterday, my friends have been commenting on Boomer, the guy we were just talking about. And so I went in there and I looked and I saw something, and I was like, wait a minute, this is that thing. That thing about me talking about Cash App. The list of comments was like, I was like, oh my goodness. And listen to me. Almost 95% of them are negative. 95% of them. And I was like, oh, I just like this. I like this. I like that comment. Like I just did like all the way down. I don't have time. I don't have time to get involved in fist and fights. But I'm telling you all, like what you have to see is where you are mentally, because it wasn't so long that I didn't know what Cash App was. Like it wasn't so long ago that these things didn't come and build upon the last and build upon the last, build upon the last. And so now you commented from down here and I'm way up here. And so I'm like, no, I ain't got the time. Like.
Right. You have to convince nobody of anything.
Nah. I said, nah.
Them days is over.
Right.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. And it reminds me, sidebar, it reminds me, shout out to Fee King for doing that for us, making those short snippets.
Yes.
Because I see now how good it is. I did this for this one one thing a minute long, and all these comments. I mean, dozens of comments. So anyway. Yeah.
So it's good stuff. It is good stuff. And so you're just in the next stage of your growth in this, because you are money wizards. Wizards don't
I'm a money wizard. That still tickles me.
Wizards don't use the same spell over and over and over again.
Yeah.
They got different things they use. They're like bam for this one and bam for that one.
Wow, that's interesting. Like, I'm thinking about what's that one down on Broadway? The kid who
Harry Potter?
Yes, Harry Potter. Harry Potter, think about him and how he had to advance and advance and advance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It's all good, Sekou writes. It's all good. I'm telling you. Because your level up supports us in leveling up.
Yes. Yes. Ashe.
Ashe.
So if you're looking at the Boomer interview and thinking that I'm being taken advantage of, no, because I am. Listen. So what happened to me is I started thinking about Charles Schwab as a stepping stone. Like at first I was thinking of it as a destination. This is it. But then after listening to Boomer, I was like, oh, this is a stepping stone. Like I have to pass this on my way through to something else. And that just shook me up. Like, okay, I got to get my money together. I got to get my money together to get my $250,000 worth of money together. That puts it on such a higher level,
Yes. And that is so, that is so delicious. That's the only word that comes to mind. Because you are demonstrating that Michael Bernard Beckwith has this very famous quote that he says that you will be that the pain will push you until the vision pulls you. Right?
That's
the
good.
Pain pushes until the vision pulls.
Yeah.
And so you're being pulled because you have a vision. You have a vision, and your vision is strong. It's powerful, it's expansive, and you're sharing it.
Yeah. I actually used that for the marathon I ran, because I was using the pain pushes me to get out there and do it, but I was using the pull of the Guinness Book of World Records, like the people that were in it for me, for the giving as my pull. And if I hadn't had that pull, I'd have sat out somewhere. So I had that pull coming and pulling me forward,
Yeah. And that's why Hack Your Pain Now is so important, folks. Go out and get Hack Your Pain Now, the Sekou Writes book. It is an ebook, a paper book, and an audio book. So there are no excuses. Because that whole book is a representation of that. Yes, Hack Your Pain Now is a representation of how you can move through pain and get to the pull. Whatever that pull is, your vision, the life that you imagine yourself having. It is such a guidance for moving through painful stuff, moving through painful stuff. It don't have to be a stroke. It doesn't have to be anything that's health related.
Right. Because
it could be anything.
Yeah. This book I wrote.
Move over, Sekou, so people can see you.
Huh?
Move over a little.
Move over a little?
Yeah, because we can't see your face the other way.
I'll take the book down.
There we go. Okay.
So this book I wrote with with do not publish on it, written all over it. I had written all over it. Do not publish, private copy, private, all this stuff. And I was like, and I found in my strokedom, I was looking around for something to do because I didn't have anything to do. Didn't have no cell phone, didn't have a TV, just wandering around looking for something to do. And I found the pages of this. I was like, and I was trying to decipher it. And I was like, I'm gonna keep on trying to read. And I began to read, and I was like, this is good. This is good. And it took me forever to realize that I wrote it for me. And I was telling myself not to publish it. And I was like, no, I have to publish it because what I used it for was getting over a stroke. But you can use it for getting over anything.
Yes.
Anything that holds you back. Anything that holds you back.
Yes. Ashe. So if you want to join us at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, I'm the spiritual leader at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. And our next book study is Sekou Writes' book, Hack Your Pain Now. And it starts the first Wednesday in May. And it's every Wednesday in May, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. Just go to rocklandcsl.org and the Zoom link is there. And Sekou will also be in the book study. So this is I'm so excited for this, Sekou.
Yes.
Our very first author with us in the book study.
Yes. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped about it. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to see what's going to bring. I cannot wait.
And just divine right timing and divine right order. I just picked May. We had a book study a couple of months ago. Right. I said, okay, our next book study is going to be every quarter, the second month in the quarter, which happened to be May, which happened to be Stroke Awareness Month.
I mean, just happened to be Stroke Awareness Month. I was like, what? You didn't plan that?
No.
That is brilliant.
It's called synchronicity. Synchronicity. That's what it is. We say it just happened, but it's synchronicity. That is what it is.
Yes. And so people outside of anything can come, right? Anybody can come.
Everybody, everywhere. Tell your friends. It is open to everyone.
Yeah.
All we're asking for is a love offering for Sekou.
Yeah.
Everything that's given during the book study goes 100% to Sekou. Because we want to support his vision. We want to support his vision and his work.
Thank you. And this is my coming out, really. This is my coming out, really. I'm gonna have a book, and I'm gonna be talking to people. So this is my coming out. Come on.
Yes. So you want to get ready. Prepare now. Get the book now. Let me not go over there. Get the book now. It is April 16th.
Yeah.
The very first, let me give you some dates. The very first session will be May 7th. May 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You go to rocklandcsl.org on May 7th. There it is. And click the link. That's all you have to do. You don't have to register. You don't have to do anything else but get the book and show up.
Wow.
That's it.
That's great.
That's it. Great. What did you have up there, Sekou?
I had
this
Fee King put this up, the website and everything.
Fabulous.
So you can get the book. And also I want to put this up before we lost time. This is you, Mel. This is you.
Yes.
Let them know.
Tomorrow. Yeah. I am so honored, and I count it as a blessing to be one of the featured speakers of Her Story speaker series, which is curated by no other than Fee King. So join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, on Her Story Facebook group. It will be in the Her Story Facebook group. Thank you, Fee King.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go. We're doing all the things.
Yes.
Thanks so much for coming to see us.
Thank you, Sekou.
Here next week. And remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. All right, folks. We'll see you later.